beep. So we've got our skirting panels, and like we mentioned, this is not the right paint. So at the store they said to use a primer and then this paint. The primer bottle said 3 to 4 days, and Greg looked on Google and it said baked enamel, you don't need primer, you can just paint on top of it, which is what the metal coating is. So we thought we'll just go for it, and it was not a good idea. And now we have half of our panels are painted, so I've got to get them scraped off. Greg is working on other stuff that I can't really help him with, so I thought I would start tackling this. We've got some nylon brushes on here, and it seems to be taking the paint off well, scratching up the enamel a little bit, but we're gonna be putting Tremclad on, so, or a rust paint, so I think that's probably good to have the scuff marks on there. But hopefully we don't completely ruin this metal. Word of advice, buy the metal in the color that you want. Don't chase the deals. Sometimes it's not a good idea, like this time. So I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna put on some music and just try to get through this.
I wonder if we get a wire wheel out.
Or what it actually cost to buy metal. This is such a waste of time.
$1,000 probably.
You can buy new metal.
You want to?
Yeah.
What do you want to use this for?
I don't care. Anything. Anything. Doesn't even matter. We can make a covered area for the goats.
And honestly, all we need is these pieces, because those pieces are still good. Oh wait, there's tons that we painted. It sucks. Let's leave this for now then.
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah! How was your arm?
It's actually really good, all things considered. I'm not in any pain, but I'll explain to you how my arm is when I put this glove on here. Does that explain things?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am.
We're back out here. We're gonna get these concrete sonotubes set up, ready to go for concrete tomorrow. We had a fair bit of rain today, so the holes are a little bit wet, but they should be dry by tomorrow morning. I don't think we're getting any more rain, which is good. And I think the truck is coming around midday, so should be plenty of time for it to dry out. And Greg is gonna be my helper today. So he's gonna be directing me on what to do. We did do this before, I kind of have an idea, but the only thing that's confusing for me is figuring out the height that these need to be, because we're working with the finished floor in the house already. We wanna make sure everything just lines up at the right spot. So we gotta get the sonotubes to the right height so that the beams match up with the subfloor and all that. So we're gonna get into it.
The subfloor is a 3/4 inch subfloor, plus 9 1/4, which is 10. So we're gonna take this line and subtract 10, because the subfloor are gonna be 2 by 10. And the 2 by 10s are gonna sit on a girder here, and they're going to be connected here with hangers, which is no big deal. But they sit on the girder here, and that's what we're trying to figure out, is how high we're going to be putting our sonotubes here. So 10 inches, this line minus 10 inches. So do we have a pen out here?
Get her!
Put that side down. Oh, we're gonna have to cut that one down. Perfect.
All right, we've got all of the sonotubes in. We miscalculated too much, thankfully. So we have to take, what size are the joists going to be?
9¼ inches. So it'll be 19¼
Yeah. So we've got to add an extra 9¼
plus
inches.
Plus the little thing that they sit on. So probably 19¾ even, or 20. So.
Yeah. So
a little bit of waste.
Yeah, we just got to cut the sonotubes. We probably didn't have to buy that third one in the end, but it's good that we did because we messed up.
Yes.
So once it's a bit darker and easier to see the laser light, Greg's going to come out and cut everything down. He's going to have to cut some rebar again. We might get our neighbor to help for that, but with a different tool. So
I'll be cutting that actually after we finish pouring, because it's only the one that the rebar, I think the one that the rebar is going to be sticking out. And we can screed around the rebar. It's not that big of a deal. We're gonna have to buy another grinder to get a concrete. We're gonna have to shave the concrete down just a little bit, I think.
So yeah, we're just about ready for the concrete truck tomorrow morning, which is good. He needs to go rest. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's concrete day. Everything is ready. We've got the pathway through the field open. Fence is down from our neighbor's side, and we're just waiting for the truck to arrive.
That's looking good. Great. Yeah, if you just hold it in the center when you get it around it. Feeling like useless.
All right, we got the concrete done. There was a lot of extra, so we got our footers filled very high. And I think he even took some back to their yard to make lock blocks with or something. So yeah, we've got a couple bits of the rebar are still a little tall, but we'll be able to cut those down. And this actually worked out good because now we have all this fill. We'll be able to bring it out and just kind of fill in that edge a little bit more. Or like certain areas where we're doing skirting and stuff, we might need some fill. We need some fill around the deck and all that. So we've got lots of dirt here. It's going to be interesting to get it, but it is what it is. We were able to get this done without a pump truck, which is awesome. So yeah, went off without a hitch. And I'm just happy that this is done and we can kind of decompress after the past few days and everything that's happened with Greg, and he doesn't have to work too hard now. He can actually rest a little bit because there's no more deadlines that we have to meet. Everything else we can kind of adapt to what's going on. So happy about that. And it's supposed to be sunny again, which is going to be really nice after a few days of rain and gray. So yeah, with that, we're gonna wrap up the video here, and thanks for being here, everyone. Make sure you say hi down in the comments, give us a thumbs up, and tune in next time. We'll see you then.